Welcome back to Season 3 of the PSCA Pro Tour. The 2016 season hits the halfway mark this week at Coyote Springs Sporting Clays for stop number 2 in Tucson, Arizona. This stop will determine the main competitors fighting to stay on top of the points race for the rest of the tour, as well as placing another pro on the podium, claiming their victory, and check at one of the most elite shooting facilities in the U.S. as nightfall approaches. Who will take advantage of the perfect Arizona conditions as we begin the next tour stop of the 2016 PSCA Pro Tour? And who will fall out of contention, not only for the check of this event, but the hopes for making it into the final pro event of the year? Only the night can tell as we start this event's PSCA Pro Challenge.
This weekend, the Western Regional is here in Tucson, Arizona at Coyote Springs Sporting Clays, located on the Tucson Trap and Ski Club, and the U.S. Grand Prix is also going on at the same time.
I think the future of the sport is very bright. I think this is one time in history where all the stars are lining up, if you will.
I'm actually from Indiana originally and headed to California, had a job in 1978 in San Diego. Ran out of fuel in Tucson, I've been here ever since. True story. Just saying. The reason why I'm actually here is because when we went to facilities and we shot, I just thought that they could do a better job. And so what's happened is the product that you see here is a culmination of my experiences in the shooting world for the last, say, 18, 19 years. So we played golf for many, many, many years, still do. And it doesn't matter how many times you beat the snot out of it, it will not explode. And the very first time you smoke a target, you're hooked, guaranteed. There's several things that you learn at a gun club. You learn how to deal with adversity. You learn how to deal with people. You learn how to deal with emotion, which is probably the #1 problem with society these days, is because most people react and act on emotion without thinking. And that's a bad thing. You cannot do that at a gun club.
I came into this year's PSCA Tour with high expectations. Obviously, I did well at several of them last year, and I feel like now that I have that experience, my expectations were even higher. I was holding myself to a pretty high standard. I didn't put in as much work as I should have in the off-season for PSCA, and that showed at the first event. The expectations weren't met. Obviously, I got knocked out in the first round, and I shot horribly. Anytime you set a standard for yourself and you don't meet it, it's a horrible feeling, and I hate losing. That is something that I do not like doing. When you get beat, you gotta lose graciously, but I don't like losing. So after that, I felt bad, and I felt like, okay, we've gotta buckle down. I've gotta get better. This is our second tour stop, halfway. It's really important for me to walk out with as many points as possible. I'm behind in the points race, so I need to catch up.
Dedicated to the development of the sporting clays sport, the NSCA is the largest sporting clays association in the world today and is the governing body for one of the fastest growing sports in the U.S. With over 22,000 members in all 50 states and 10 foreign countries, the NSCA encourages shooting in all levels of participation and safe age. If you wish to compete immediately or want more information on how to get started, go to mynsca.com and find a registered club near you.
Fiocchi USA, the official ammunition of the PSCA.
The PSCA Pro Tour is brought to you by Abel's Ammo. We shoot all we can and sell the rest. Chamber View, see safety fast. Blaser, trigger your passion. RE Ranger, professional shooting eyewear. Zoli, world-class guns. Trident Power, a new kind of energy company. And by Fiocchi, 140 years of excellence. Welcome back to the PSCA Pro Tour. As we begin this event in Tucson, Arizona, and the first day's matches start, let's see which pros will begin the day leading the pack and who will fall off before the night events even begin.
I'm kind of weird in the sense that I like to shoot against people that I'm friends with. So for me, I feel really comfortable standing up next to Katie and Desi.
We shot our qualifying matches and we were set up to have Animal and myself go head-to-head in the finals match. Unfortunately, she is not able to continue into that match due to some unsportsmanlike conduct, which is very important in this game. Integrity and sportsmanship come first.
But I love shooting with Desi. She tries to keep herself real positive, and it always, we go back and forth with the camaraderie, and it's always fun. So I definitely prefer to shoot with her.
Tonight will be Alex Wampler and myself, which is, we've been there before. We were there last year at the first PSCA, and I believe we were there maybe at the last PSCA last year. So this is not a new matchup, but I haven't had great success against Alex. I love Alex, she's a great shot, but I think I've lost her a couple times in that matchup. So I'm going into tonight with some serious motivation and desire to win.
For me and Desi, it'll be decided in either the menu round or the bonus round. I feel really confident about the speed round. That's one of the only things I can practice at home, is practice loading over and over and over, and I feel really smooth about that. So I always look forward to the speed rounds. So after side-by-side ranch finishing third, and here in Tucson, I can't be any worse than second, so I will go into the US Open seeded number 1 in the women's PSCA points race. And it'll be very hard for someone to knock me out of the champ of champs at this point. At each venue, they set the targets a little differently, and the odds aren't always on the left or always on the right. So for me, the hardest part is remembering which targets are coming and what they're doing.
From Antioch, California, please welcome Alexandra Wampler. From Anchorage, Alaska, please welcome Desiree Edmonds.
It's time for our ladies' finals. Our ladies' finals, number 1 seed, Desiree Edmonds. Desiree made history this week. She actually qualified in the men's division, in the open division. She's going to shoot against number 3 seed, Alexandra Wampler. What's your record against Desi up here in the finals?
I haven't lost her.
You haven't lost to her. So that's a pretty good record, I would say, right?
Well, first I'm feeling good because there's no wind, so I think this is the first time this year we have shot the PSCA in good conditions.
How are you going to defeat Alex tonight?
Don't miss.
All right, well, that's all you got to do is don't miss. If you don't miss, they can't beat you. Here we go. We're going to start with the menu round.
Oh.
1 point. 0. Last pair in the round, 1-7 coming up. 1 point. Debbie opens the door a little bit. Alex. Missed it first barrel, picked it up 1 point. Change sides, ladies. And we're going to shoot the bonus round. We've only got 4 pair left. to decide Event 2 champion. Desi, you're in the lead. It'll be your call for the first pair. What's the first pair going to be? 3-6 for 9 points.
The #1 choice for in-stock ammo and every product related to the shooting and hunting industry is now only one click away. Supplying the world's most talented shooters with the tools to compete at the highest level is always a challenge. But supporting these competitors while offering the same quality and support to every sportsman is what makes Abel's Ammo the perfect choice for your shooting or hunting needs. We shoot all we can and sell the rest. Abel's Ammo. With more than 65 models of clay target throwers, Promatic traps are the best trap machines around. Our commitment to the sport is unmatched. Our traps have been tested on a large scale in some of the most important competitions in the world. They're robust, built to last years on end, and are the best value for the money on the market. With our outstanding reputation for versatility, quality, and innovation, you can count on a Promatic trap. This segment of the PSCA Pro Tour is brought to you by Promatic Traps.
Winning tonight is important. First and foremost, I didn't make the top 4 last time. And if I want to reclaim my title, I gotta win. I gotta win an event. That's plain and simple there.
And we're going to shoot the bonus round. We've only got 4 pair left to decide Event 2 champion. Desi, you're in the lead. It'll be your call for the first pair. What's the first pair going to be? 3-6 for 9 points. There's the 3 and the 6. Boy, Desi's looking good tonight. Putting the pressure back on Alex. 6-7, she says. She's going for it. Got to make some room. Got to catch up. Got it. Missed it. 6 points. 60-40, 20-point game. 3 pair to go in the bonus round. 3-6 for 9 points. Got the 3. Oh, shot behind the 6. 63-40. Alex with 3 pair to go. What's the next pair going to be, Alex? 5 and a 6 for 11 points. There's the 5. Dusted the 6. I didn't see a piece. No piece. No piece. 5 points scored.
4-6.
4-6, she says, for 10 points. 4's a hit. And the 6, 10 points. Desi Edmonds is going to be Event 2 champion. And you finally beat Alex in the final, so congratulations. You've shot great all week. What did you do different this week than you've been doing lately?
Well, I got a new barrel from the folks at Beretta, a little bit lighter, a little bit easier to handle, so that's helped. And working on those one birds, obviously everybody can see that that's a struggle. It's really, really easy to shoot right over the top of them, so trying to focus on those. And the first round ran a little rough, but figured it out in the speed round.
Well, Desi, congratulations. Event 2 champion. You're looking good for the points for the champions and the tour champion. Are we got a 3-peat in the future here?
That's the plan.
All right, everybody give it up for Desi Edmonds, Event 2 champion.
Season 3 of the PSCA Pro Tour has begun to separate some of the field as Desi Edmonds takes home the title of Tour Stop number 2 at Coyote Springs Sporting Clays. This leaves 2 stops left on the tour for the remaining lady pros to make up ground and fight for their spot on the main stage at each stop and the final event to end the season.
You have to win 2 matches tonight to make tomorrow's main event. He is from Centrella, Washington. Welcome, Dankin Zerflu. From Moss, Tennessee, welcome, Wendell Cherry. He is from Tucson, Arizona, new to the Final 16, Dave Tetro. from Savannah, Georgia, Brian DeMont. Gary Fitzgerald from Middletown, New York, Andy Duffy. Our first member of the Hall of Fame, sponsored by Kohler and Fiocchi, John Kruger. Homer Hansen. Please welcome Chris Parsons. She's making history tonight. First time a lady has ever made the men's finals. Everybody, please welcome Desiree Edmonds. Our next shooter's number one accomplishment is mainly he makes sure that Desi makes it to the shoot. From Salinas, California, welcome Zach Kinebaum. Please welcome Will Hinton. Please welcome John Dennert. From Willis, Texas, please give it up for Corey Cruz. Everybody, please welcome Derek Mine. From Lakeview, Ohio, welcome Robert Hartford. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 16 shooters that'll be competing for the last 4 spots for tomorrow night's main event. Everybody give them a hand.
So I shot a good enough qualifying score to compete in the open category, which means I get to shoot against the men. I always thought that was possible, and I still think it's possible in the future. But it was finally done, and I couldn't be more happy that it was, myself that did it. I went into that kind of with nothing to lose. No one had ever done it before. No one had ever made it, so, that was the first time ever. When you shoot that qualifying score in the open category, you get twice the opportunities to win money. So anytime I can make more money, I'm happy.
Dedicated to the development of the sporting clays sport, the NSCA is the largest sporting clays association in the world today and is the governing body for one of the fastest growing sports in the U.S. With over 22,000 members in all 50 states and 10 foreign countries, the NSCA encourages shooting in all levels of participation and safe age. If you wish to compete immediately or want more information on how to get started, go to mynsca.com and find a registered club near you.
Fiocchi USA, the official ammunition of the PSCA.
Our passion, White Flyer, world-class targets for world-class shooters. Krieghoff, legendary performance. Rancho Belas Rojas, home of the Naked Goat. Clay Shooting USA Magazine, the National Sporting Clays Association, and by Fiocchi, 140 years of excellence. This week's PSCA Pro Tour destination is Coyote Springs Sporting Clays in Tucson, Arizona. Coyote Springs Sporting Clays is located on the grounds of Tucson Trap and Skeet Club, just southwest of the city of Tucson. On a 380-acre site offering a 9,000 square foot clubhouse with restaurant and full bar. Whether you're just starting out or an accomplished competitor, Coyote Springs and Tucson Trap and Skeet offers something for everyone. To visit this unmatched sportsman's destination, log on to the website today at CoyoteSpringsClays.com for more information. Now that we've crowned the ladies champion here at Coyote Springs Sporting Clays, let's get straight to the action as the final 16 men take the stage and prepare for the head-to-head Pro Challenge to see who will make it through this nerve-wracking stage and position themselves in the final 8 spots for a chance to move on and claim their right to be in the finals.
Desi Edmonds, John Kruger.
1 point. $8 points, nice shot, Desi. And there's 13 points. 69-62. 7-point game. 5-7, 5-7. Desi misses the 7 for 5 points. John. And John picks up the 5 for the second barrel for 5 points. We're into the final round. It's a 7-point game. Desi.
3-4.
3-4.
Oh.
And that's the game, Desi.
So I went in and I won my first match, which I couldn't be more happy for because it was against Mr. All-American John Kruger. He's been one of the best shots in the country for years and years and years. My next matchup was against Wendell, who I love.
3 points. 3 points. Oh, and Wendell misses. 6 points. Desi. 6-7. Oh, second shot. 6 points. Congratulations, guys. Good shooting.
I can't be mad that I lost to Wendell Cherry. It's Wendell Cherry. So I was just happy to be there. It was a moment I will never forget. To win the open category in the PSCA would be one of the biggest highlights of my shooting career. And one of the biggest highlights of my life. To know that as a woman and as a shooter and as a younger person, anybody can win.
We're only halfway through this event as nightfall has overtaken the desert sky. The top 8 men begin in their head-to-head matches under the lights for all the fame and that check. To make it through each of the PSCA qualifying rounds and head-to-head shoot-offs, the final bracket at night contains only those who have showed dominance throughout the day. The competition has never been more talented and eager to win than at this locale.
Everybody, please welcome Wendell Cherry. From Savannah, Georgia, Brian DeMont. This shooter is from Tallahassee, Alabama, and he is one of the shooters in our Fiocchi feature match. Please welcome Josh Aldridge. From Columbia Station, Ohio, David Radulovich. From Palm City, Florida, please welcome Doug Vine. Everybody, let's give a big round of applause to our main event finalist, Event 2 in Tucson, Arizona. Our first match tonight is going to be our Fiocchi feature match with Josh Aldridge and Brian DeMont.
Oh.
And there's the right field.
David Tribble, where are you at? Come on up here, David. Now, I want to introduce everybody to David Tribble. Welcome to the final night. Sorry that you weren't able to shoot your way here, but you know, we're glad to have you. Josh Aldridge, obviously he has one arm, and we think it's really incredible that he was able to overcome, and the amount of skill and strength that it takes to shoot at a pro level is amazing. We said if Josh was ever to make a finals, we would allow him to have someone help load for him, and that happens to be David Tribble. So we like to joke around and say that Josh is not handicapped, but his only handicap is the fact that David Tribble is his loader. If he can get past that, he can pretty much do anything.
Lose an arm or any other body part or something like that, gun handling becomes a pretty conscious thing. When I put my gun up and I shoot 2 targets, my thumb automatically puts the safety back on. I'm not gonna take a chance on throwing 2 live shells in my gun, even though it's on safety, and close that gun with it pointed. It's not gonna happen. Something gets sent down range towards somebody or somebody behind me in a rush to try to shoot a 6-cent piece of clay. It's not worth it.
On the next episode of the PSCA Pro Tour, we'll finish up stop number 2 in Tucson, Arizona, at the unbelievable Coyote Springs Sporting Clays facility, showcasing the best of the best men's sporting clay shooters head-to-head live for all to see. Who will claim the title for Arizona and stake their right as one of the pros to beat, moving forward to the 3rd stop of the Pro Tour? Coming up only on the PSCA Pro Tour.